All right, good morning. You're probably running into an issue that a lot of people are running into right now, which is that ProPresenter will not start. This is a big global outage that's affecting everybody running version 7.14 or higher. In this example, you'll see we're running 7.15, and today's date is December 8th, 2024, and this started on December 6th, 2024, but a lot of you are probably coming into services right now on Sunday morning, and ProPresenter won't start, so hopefully this video will help you. We're showing an example right here of trying to launch it here on our desktop, and we click it and nothing happens. I'll click the ProPresenter icon again, and you can just see the spinning wheel of death, as we call it. It's just not going to do anything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up a Chrome window. It is important that you open this using Chrome. Some versions of Edge will not allow the file to download because of the workaround Renewed Vision is having. So here I'm just going to open up a guest browsing window in Chrome, and I'm going to go to Renewed Vision's official website here. And you should get this pop-up here in red letting you know. It might take a couple seconds for it to come up. There it is, active issues on window. And if you click learn more, it will bring you directly to the page. About half the time I go here, it will not show that pop-up. So instead, go to support, knowledge base, and again, the pop-ups are showing up, but they weren't reliably yesterday. So if you just type in 12.06.24 and search on that, the first result there, you see Windows Certificate Issue. And that label is really deceptive. It affects all users running ProPresenter 7.14 and above on Windows, and it will fail to start, and it will give you no error message. It just won't seem to do anything. So before you spend hours on this issue, this is the answer to that problem. So you first need to determine what version you have. This is how you do it on this Windows 10 computer. I'm going to right click here on ProPresenter, say find the location, and that finds the shortcut location. I'll right click and choose properties, and then in here I'm going to go to open file location, and here it is. But the real path here is I click there, you see it's C/program files/renewed vision/ProPresenter. That's another way you can get to it. I'll right click on it, choose properties, and then choose details, and this shows me the version number is 7.15. And if you look there on the left, you can see version 7.15. There's a fix for that. I'll click OK and close these windows. That's just to get the same version, and that way you don't accidentally do an update. So I'll click on 7.15 and start to save that download. And that should take really quickly. Shouldn't take too long depending on your internet connection. I'll let Chrome finish downloading the file before I launch it. The next important step is after it's done downloading, it's going to prompt me whether I want to run unsecure code. That will be if you're on Windows 10 or 11. Older versions may or may not show you this dialog box, but to get to it, you have to click there on more info. So I'll click that and then click run anyways. So the screen blanks out here because UAC comes up, and that's prompting me for an administrator username and password. On the screen recording software I'm using, it blanks out the screen. So type in a username and password if you're not running as an administrator. And then from here, I'll click accept to accept the agreement. And now it goes through as if you're installing ProPresenter. And then we'll click to import settings and accept all the defaults, click install. And this install goes rather quickly depending on the speed of the computer you're on. Once this completes, the default option is to launch ProPresenter. So when I click finish, it will take a couple of seconds and then it will start to launch ProPresenter. Just be patient. There is no rush here. You can see that. And since it was a reinstall, it sometimes can take a couple minutes longer than it normally would for this to install. So just be patient as this finishes installing and launching up. And again, don't panic. It's going to take just a little bit longer than it might normally. Okay, and here you see that it's opened up. I'm just going to click Remind Later on the update. And then in here, I'll click on About, and you can see that I'm still running 7.15, which I was running earlier. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to launch it from scratch. Again, This process is a little slower than it's normally. Don't worry about that. This machine that we're also doing it is one of our kids' worship areas, and so it is one of our more underperforming computers, but they use it for real basic slides in there. So I clicked on the icon, and it will take a moment before it starts going. Just be patient. And so again, as you can see, it's just taking a long time for it to go. We have the spinning wheel there. Again, depending on the speed of your machine, this can go faster or slower. When we've done this in other venues, it goes much faster. This is an older machine, but as you can see, it launches up just fine. And there you go. I hope this helps you out this December morning, and hope you guys have wonderful weekend services.